welcome to the next episode of the Dugout Crew Podcast. I'm David here, along with Chester
How y'all doing?
and Eric Lima.
Let's play ball. Let's talk some Let's talk some baseball here. All right.
So let's get to the news here right now, starting with the injuries.
All right.
White Sox Mike Clemenger is placed on a 15-day IL with right by team's information. Baltimore has selected reliever Reed Garrett from AAA after placing right-handed pitcher Austin Fold on the 15-day IL. Los Angeles Angels Gio Urshela, who used to be on the Yankees and Twins, placed on the 10-day IL with the left pleurosis fracture. Update: known surgery needed, but will be out for the season.
Who's gonna be out for the season?
Urshela.
Gio Urshela? Wow, that's gonna put a dent in the Angels lineup.
Yeah, I mean they lost
Damn.
last night. They got shut out last night for a reason. So
Yeah, because Urshela was one of good hitters when he was with the Yankees. He knows how to hit and all that.
yeah.
So, well, thank God for the Angels. They still got Trout and Otani playing. So,
Yep. And speaking of the Yankees, Carlos Rodon is to begin rehab assignment. Los Angeles Dodgers Max Muncy placed on the 10-day IL.
oh,
For the
that's gonna hurt the Dodgers too. Muncy
for the
knows.
for the Giants, Alex Cobb in the 15-day IL with
Sorry about that.
Well, everybody knows your name. Sounds like a Cheers theme song.
yeah, man.
This is a regular old ringtone.
Oh,
I
okay.
put a do not disturb.
with the string. Minnesota Twins moved George Lopez on the 15-day IL due to mental health reasons.
George Lopez?
Yep.
Hey. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Edna. I'm thinking the comedian George Lopez. Man, actually, I'm George Lopez.
Well, speaking of the Angels, placed Anthony Rendon to the 10-day IL due to left wrist concussion after being hit by a pitch.
Jeez, the Angels getting hit in their lineup. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
First Urshela, now Rendon.
Rendon gets hurt all the time, so I'm not surprised.
I will never forget when Rendon was playing for the Nationals and he got a call third strike. Didn't say nothing to the ump. He just tossed his bat. He got ejected. He didn't say a word. And he's like,
Can you tell-
you know,
and one of my other favorite ejections was the Kyle Schwarber one.
the what?
Kyle Schwarber.
Cal Schwarber. Oh yeah, because he knows the umpire missed it on both sides of the play. It was Andrew Hernandez. Come on.
Which, speaking of which, I was watching the Braves Phillies game earlier today. It was the top of the 10th, 1-0 Atlanta. There was a fly ball to left field with runners on second and first, and Schwarber dropped the ball, and then the runner scored. So,
Yeah.
too bad for Schwarber.
Hmm.
For the Padres, Sid Lugo from the calf injury that has started him from the last month. So Luca will be back for the Padres soon. Kansas City, Ryan.
The Godfather first. Godfather's in the live chat.
Hey.
We didn't have anybody in the live chat when Dugout Crew until now. Godfather's the first person on the live chat. Hello, Godfather.
Let me see. Right. Shut up, Bone. I'm just kidding. Ryan Gabrok will begin a rehab assignment after being out since early May, suffering multiple head fractures, being stuck in the base by non-drive, so he'll be back with Kansas City. Joey Votto is back from the IL, so he's back on the Reds, who have been red hot recently with their winning.
Very red hot. Kevin Henry is very
Yeah.
passionate about it. In fact, I think they won 11 in a row, 12 in a row, or something like that.
Yeah, they won. I'll have to.
They're in first place in the NL Central right now by a game and a half.
You're correct,
That's
Eric.
impressive. That's impressive. I'll tell you what. He didn't expect this. Kevin Henry, wish we had him on the show. He would have loved to talk about the Reds. But he didn't expect the Reds to do this well so far. It's only the first half of the season.
Yeah.
We're nearing the All-Star break. So
yeah, they have won 11 games in a row. So.
11 games, 11 or 12 games. I know they're in double digits in that win streak. But I'll tell you what, man. The Reds keep this up. He may end up going to the playoffs.
I mean, they haven't played into the playoffs since 2020 and a long time ago before that. So we'll see what happens. For the Padres, for the Red Sox, have made a lot of moves in the past 24 hours. Right-handed pitcher Tanner Hogg is scheduled to undergo surgery next week to have plain inserted to help facial fracture after being hit underneath the side.
Yeah, that was a scary moment. I watched that game. And Kyle Higashioka was the one that hit it, and it was a scary, scary moment. But the Red Sox were way ahead, and it was a Friday night game against the Yankees.
Yeah. Guardians placed right-handed pitcher Tristan McKenzie on the 15-day IL with a sprained ligament in his elbow, expected to be out at least 6 weeks. Some of these injury names are weird. I'll tell you.
Yeah, you can't pronounce the injuries. You just look him up and say, okay, he's hurt right here. If you can't pronounce the names, let's look him up, look at the meaning, and go, okay.
Here are the accomplishments. Chris Taylor hit his 100th career home run, which was a grand slam.
Oh, wow.
For the Dodgers, Emmett Singin throws 6 no-hit innings in his MLB debut.
Wow, that's impressive. Debut 6 no-hit innings.
Yep. Ohtani has hit now 150 home runs.
Ohtani's going to be start cranking them. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes after Barry Bonds' record.
I don't know about that. He'll need steroids. I'm just kidding, but not going wood. Blake Snell struck out every batter in the Rays lineup, which was his former team. So
he knows if that pitcher knows his former team. He knows what to throw to them. Smart guy. There you go.
Nathan had a career high 14 strikeouts through 6 innings. Diamondbacks are the only team so far this season to not get shut out in 2023. And that
Diamondbacks, I'll tell you what, Diamondbacks are
very impressive.
Yeah.
For the Tigers, Javier Baez has hit his 1,000th career hit.
Congratulations to him.
And of course, we talked about earlier, the Reds' longest winning streak since 1957, and the record is 12. So if they could get 12 wins, that'd be magical.
Yeah, I think the Reds got a young team going for them right now, and they must have got a good team together. Pirates lost 9 in a row. What happened to them? Godfather, I wish I would answer that question. They dogged on the Red Sox earlier on.
The Pirates lost 9 in a row? Ready?
Yeah.
Let me take a look at the NL Central. Oh crap! They're in 4th place.
Well, we'll say it's the Pirates, but
that was a good one for the Pirates. They won the first half, but I don't see them going to the playoffs. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. We just got
Yeah, right there.
We just Pirates are the Cardinals in last place. Danny Lewis could not be very happy about that.
Yep. That's a rip.
Okay.
Was it got any breaking news there, Eric?
Yeah. This at Nesson.com 3 hours ago. The Red Sox in that trade with the Dodgers has
Oh yeah,
decided to uh, in exchange with cash Taylor Scott is coming over to the Red Sox. A little bit more help in the bullpen.
That's not bad.
yeah,
A little bit more help for the bullpen. Don't know how this Taylor Scott guy is, how good he is. We'll eventually find out for sure. So
yeah. And Alex Verdugo is placed on the
bereavement leave. Oh, it's
yeah,
I think he lost his grandmother was a couple of weeks ago, and I think he's attending his grandmother's funeral, so he'll be here with the family for a while on that. So not having him in the lineup really affected the Red Sox, especially today. So,
yeah.
unfortunately, so I'll explain. I'll explain a
We'll
little bit.
get to that once we go to the transactions / co-ops. Um, but yeah, the Reds have the longest winning streak since 1987, and the Giants won 10 games in a row. That's gonna be great for those Giants fans out there.
See you, Cooper.
And yep, and they're now in second place ahead of the Dodgers, 42 and 32. But unfortunately, that winning streak is about to come to an end, I believe, because the Padres are smacking them right now in the bottom of the fifth, 10-0. So
Oh,
yeah, so a lot of shutouts could be going on today. So um, so yeah, that's for the Giants right there. I'm gonna go back to the accomplishments. And now let's go to the transactions / co-ops. The Rangers signed veteran Ryan Tepera to a minor league deal. Oakland promoted right-hand pitcher Yaxi Rios to the majors, acquiring him from the Braves this weekend, which saw Rios post a 2.49 ERA across 25.1 innings, struck out 32 pair with a 0.868 WHIP down in AAA. For the Braves, signed veteran first baseman / DH Jesus Aguilar. I believe that's how I pronounce it.
Jesus Aguilar. I know.
Okay, thank you.
this
So
is
minor league,
Aguilar.
thank you. So a minor league deal after Aguilar was released by the A's earlier this month. The Pirates are promoting the 2021 overall prospect Henry Davis to the big leagues, who is a catcher, but I believe he can also play some right field too. For the Reds, designate for assignment Will Myers. And the Twins signed former Cy Young winner Dallas
Keiko?
yeah, thank you.
Dallas
To a minor
Keuchel?
league deal.
So
Yeah,
minor league deal. Oh, but that could help the Twins, man.
maybe. And the Dodgers, I sent you the picture of this last night, Eric. Selected veteran right-handed pitcher Ryan Brazier after playing 2 minor league games.
And what a twist of irony that is. Ryan Brazier was on that team on the Red Sox team that beat the Dodgers. Now he's joined the Dodgers. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Same with Mookie and JD, which we also got some guys from the Dodgers as well. KK, Kenny, Verdugo,
Turner.
Turner. Yes, so it's very interesting on how things can be with that. As we talked about earlier, Verdugo on the bereavement list. Reese McGuire on the 10-day IL due to right oblique strain.
Right.
Recalled left-handed pitcher Brandon Walter from AAA,
He just
wearing
made his
starting
debut
five.
today.
Yeah, it did not work out so well, but
Mm-mm.
yeah. And selected catcher Caleb Hamilton to the MLB roster wearing number 77, and placed U Chain on the 60-day IL next to and next to recently, like you said, Taylor Scott. Taylor Scott, Dodgers to make room for Scott, and they transferred John Schreiber to the 60-day IL. So two guys on the 60-day IL, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Boston's really. Well, thank you, Godfather. I'm a Three Stooges fan. Um, yeah, like I said, injuries can really, really affect a team, and in this
Yep.
case, the Red Sox, it's been affecting a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what the trade deadline is for. To be honest.
Mm.
Um, in other news, Nintendo Switch is at the Cubs locker room, courtesy of Marcus Sorman. And I quote, "We got a lot of games in here and thought it would be cool for the teammates to have for the long flight to London, because this weekend they will be playing at London, and I believe the team they're playing against is the Cardinals. So the rivalry of the Cubs Cardinals will be at London this weekend, and which I believe they were supposed to play that series back in 2020 before everything got shut down. So they're back at it again in 2023. Um,
It's good to introduce baseball to other countries that don't have, or that baseball is not a major sport or pastime like England.
yes,
It's good. It's good to see. Good to introduce baseball to the folks in England. I'm sure there's some folks in Europe that soccer, aka football, is huge in Europe, but
100%.
but you know, but there are some people that I know. One's one guy from Germany, Marcus, who's a big Red Sox fan. He likes the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus Hauser, he's a good guy. He's a big time Red Sox fan. Then and people in England, there's sometimes when the Red Sox were facing the Yankees in England,
Yes.
and that's really really cool. So just to see that moment, take the Royals taking a game or something like that, which is you know you know
Yeah, that
baseball.
that was so much. There was so many runs happening in that London
Oh,
series that
that was
was
crazy.
that was nuts. Um, and what else is crazy, but at the same time not surprised. The Rays are the first team to win 50 games this season.
Damn.
Um, yep. Um,
The Rays are on a
On a
tear right now.
tear. You think
especially at home
they're
team.
favorites to win the series or to
World
make it?
World Series.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised
I would
if they
not.
go to the pennant.
I would not be surprised if the Rays end up. I would be not be surprised if the Rays go all the way this year.
Maybe it all depends, but
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they at least go to the ALCS. I wouldn't be surprised if they go that far.
Yeah, I think we went to the World Series is 2020 that
Yeah.
pandemic shortened season. So
Yeah, so they have the experience. So
yeah,
um, Alex Cora does not think the Red Sox Yankees should be getting as much of the spotlight. I think it's too much sometimes back-to-back Sunday night games. Without due respect to ESPN, come on, there's other teams out there people want to watch them. I
Alex
do.
Cora was saying.
Yes, that was from Alex Cora.
Yeah, I mean, there's Fox. Like I said, this past weekend, Fox missed out because the game got rained out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I do have to agree with Cora about the Red Sox Yankees getting a little bit too much of the spotlight with back-to-back Sunday night games, and same with the Fox schedule, even though it got ranked out. The reason why is because, like you said, there's other teams people like to watch. The Padres, the Angels, and the Tony and Trout. What else? Just other out-of-the-market teams out there people want to watch on ESPN, and it's just like, and plus the rivalry it's not the same as it once was.
Yeah. Even Nestor Cortez has said they get him to be kicking their butts.
Yeah,
And I was like, and the Red Sox just. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about the Sox, but like Cora said, there's some other teams out there that should play, and like I said, give them
give them.
give other games for Fox and ESPN to let Neston take over for the
Yeah,
Red
for
Sox Yankee
yeah
series.
for real. Yeah, for real. That Nelson handled that.
Yeah, let Neston handle the Red Sox games and the Yankee games, and give other teams a spotlight, the Cincinnati Reds. Look at how well they're doing. They're in first place in the NL Central. Give them the national spotlight. You know,
And you know what? It's good that Nelson had the Red Sox Yankees game this past Sunday.
yeah.
Why? The Father's Day drama. That's what happened.
Father's Day drama. I gotta talk a little bit about that. That was it was.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'll talk a little bit about that. That's hilarious.
yeah. That's exactly why
Yeah.
Nelson should take care of those Red Sox Yankees games
Because
because of moments like that.
Nesson is very. Nesson takes some good moments, like when Orsillo and Remy been running. When they were apart. Jerry Remy, God rest his soul. When Orsillo and Remy were doing it, they had so many funny moments.
Yeah,
And they had so many hilarious moments, and yeah.
yeah. But continue on.
Um, yeah, see, the Texas Rangers are very surprised. I just looked up to them in the standings. Yeah, first place, despite the fact they lost to Grom for the season. I don't care if
Yeah,
winning record, they still suck. Sell the team, Art Moreno. Huh. Well, Oakland's got a little bit.
Oakland.
The AL West in shambles right now, except for Texas. But as far as you know, but he had a lot of great moments, and like you said, give other teams a spotlight for ESPN and Fox.
Exactly.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I love my Red Sox. It's good to see them on national as well. Let Nesson handle it. Let Nesson handle. But
yeah,
it's the league's contract. Rob Manfred, all that. They call the shots on that. So,
yes,
and that's how it is. It is what it is.
yeah. But anyway, uh, David Freeze declines Cardinals Hall of Fame induction, and I quote from him: "Thank you to all who have zero opinion, to one way or another. You know how your life, you know how to live in life. Enjoy your summer." Via his Twitter. Um, what do you think he is? He doesn't think he should be in the Cardinals Hall of Fame. Do you think he is mostly Cardinals legend or any other team?
What?
David Freeze
Yeah.
declines the Cardinals Hall of Fame induction, but do you think he is mostly a Cardinals legend or any other team he played for? What is mostly a legend?
Definitely a Cardinals legend. I mean, he there's exploits in the World Series. You know.
Yeah, that was like his only big moment in Cardinals history right there.
Yeah, he's more of a Cardinals legend than anything because all those all those times in the World Series, he's really accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
So David Priest, did he play for the Angels too?
I know he played for the Dodgers, but for the Angels, I'm not sure about that.
David Freeze, I think. Let me look
I
him
can
up.
look that up. Oh, I'm already doing it right now. Yes, he did play for the Angels for 2
He did
years,
play. He did play for the Angels. That's what I figured.
2014 to 2015. One-time All-Star. That was with the Cardinals back in 2012.
Yeah. Yeah, David Freeze. He began with the Cardinals.
Yes, and then Pittsburgh, and then well,
He,
actually no, then the
he
Angels, and
began.
then Pittsburgh.
He played during the 2011 postseason. And that was the main thing. He played for Pittsburgh, and he last played for the Dodgers back in 2019. Yeah, he played for the Cardinals from 2009 to 2013. In 2013, has appearance with the Cardinals in the World Series against the Red Sox. Angels of Anaheim, 2014 to 2015. Pirates 2016, 2018, and then the Dodgers. So,
Yep.
and he was a 2012 All-Star, World Series champion 2011 with the Cardinals. As an All-Star after that, World Series MVP and NLCS MVP for 2011. Yeah. So David Freese is a Cardinals legend. So,
I don't know what she.
in my opinion, he should be.
Yeah. The Mariners were honoring Nickel League Seattle Steelheads uniforms.
Let's City Connection uniforms. Gonna love that.
Well, I say it was the Nickel League. Um,
Negro leagues. Okay.
yeah.
Negro.
The Dodgers All Star. I mean All Star, but Mookie Betts said if he receives an All Star appearance come July, he will participate in the Home Run Derby.
He will or he won't.
He will if he gets the All Star appearance.
Hmm.
So like if he becomes an All Star this season, he'll play the Home Run Derby.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's kind of logical for him to say that because I'll tell you
surprised,
what,
honestly.
he's got respect for the All-Star game, and I think in his mind, he believes that if he does not make it in the All-Star game, he does not deserve to be in the Home Run Derby, even though he should. He is, and I'm sure people want to see him hit the ball, but he's like I say, but he's being respectful towards the sport, towards that All-Star game itself. He doesn't. In other words, if you're not in the All-Star game, you felt in your mind you're not worthy of taking it in part in these participants.
Yeah.
And that's kind of humble of him to do so.
I agree.
It's like listen, if it's his first time in the Home Run Derby, I say to go for it.
Yeah.
Even though you're not making the All-Star game. If this is going to be his first time in the Home Run Derby, I said, listen. If he doesn't make it, I would say, I'll just go for it because this is my first opportunity in the Home Run Derby. I want to take part in that, and you have an opportunity. Hey, go for it. But I can understand where Mookie's coming from. He wants to be humble, and you know what? He felt like if he's not worthy of the All-Star game, he would not be worthy of the Home Run Derby thing. But that's in his mind. But I believe he deserves to be there in the All-Star.
It is his first
Yeah.
a Home Run Derby if he gets the All Star selection, which
Yeah.
I'm surprised because he said in the past interview before that he's not a home run hater, but
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't know why the league chose him to be a home run, and that's another thing too in his mind. He knows he hits home runs at the right time.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Yep.
So, clutch home runs.
Exactly my point.
That's the best. Those are the best kind of home runs, the clutch ones, the ones that bring you back from a deficit.
Yeah. And, key home runs he can hit, like the one when he played for the Red Sox against the Blue Jays. That was a 15-pitch battle against J.A. Happ. 13 pitch, yeah. 13-pitch battle with J.A. Happ and crushed a grand slam.
That was, I remember that like it was yesterday. That was
insane. So, yeah, we will. We shall see. Yeah, I'm sure Mookie Betts will be in the All-Star game. No doubt, he's having a good, decent year. Dodgers are in third place right now, but still,
there's plenty of time. I can tell you right now, will always be in the postseason, and that will never change.
Yeah.
I was red hot attendance this weekend across the MLB, except for the Nationals. I'm just kidding. And no, well, actually, on about point. Best because Chester, you saw my video. I believe I sent you.
Oh yeah. Yankee shuck.
No, I'm talking about the umpire one I sent you.
Oh yeah.
Basically, there's barely a lot of people in the crowd today, and the umpire with the Nationals said, you know, there's not a lot of people here, so I can hear everything you're saying. Everyone that's.
Oh yeah, because everybody be tripping in the dugout. Because you have a bigger crowd, you start talking and all that. Umpires have no idea what they're saying. But if you have less attendance, that's the only thing
Yes,
detrimental to the team because you start complaining about umpires calls. And umpires can have good ears and with a lesser crowd.
Or if they said a magic word, you know.
Yeah, they said a magic word, and umpire will probably hear it. So who said it? You're
and
rejected.
Dave Martinez got ejected and went crazy as well.
Yeah, Dave Martinez. Oh my gosh, John Boy Media always gets great calls.
I love that YouTube channel. It's fun watching.
John Boy Media. We're gonna give him those guys. Give him a shout out because he knows how to read lips. He analyzes the game very, very well. I know he's a big time Yankee fan. There's no doubt, but I enjoy his channel because I like the way he explains everything.
Yeah,
He breaks down the arguments. He breaks down this. There's a video he put up when Davey Martinez had a picture of how the umpire makes calls. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. You got to subscribe to John Boy Media, folks.
Oh,
If you're a baseball fan,
I have.
Oh yeah, you got.
same here.
I think the press conference. There was a press conference after a game. I think Davey Martinez was holding up a picture where an umpire missed a call or something like that. I gotta check that out too. It was totally insane. Yeah. So, Nationals better be careful what they say nowadays.
Same with Oakland.
Yeah, same with Oakland. Oakland, they gotta watch themselves. The less people. The more umpires can hear you.
Yep.
They hear you chirping and they see you say a magic word. You have pretty good chances you're going back in the clubhouse.
Yep. But that's how I was seeing with this part here. It was red hot attendance this weekend, which was Father's Day weekend, across the MLB. Best attendance since, and that was the best attendance Sunday since 2008, with more of 600,000 fans. Best average for Sunday since 2014, and first back-to-back weekends for more than 1.5 million fans since 2017.
Yeah.
The Royals are 0-15 when Jordan Lyles starts the season, which is the longest streak to begin the season for a pitcher starts in MLB history. MLB officially announced that a regular season game between the Cardinals and Giants will take place at Redwood Field on June 20th, 2024, which is the oldest professional ballpark in the U.S. and formerly home of the Birmingham Blackberries of the Negro Leagues, which I believe Willie Mays played there as well.
That's a legend.
Yep.
Great legend.
Ed, that word from Kevin Henry. You say that the Red Braves game is sold out at the Great American Ballpark for tomorrow night.
Oh, for the Reds?
Yeah, the Reds and Braves.
Man, oh man.
So you're talking about this, and Pete Rose was right about one thing. You got to have an ass in every seat. I'll just use my language.
That's actually true.
You got to give them a reason. That reason is winning. They got to rock that stadium this weekend. Give those sons of bleeps from Atlanta all they can handle. Yes, I'm still bitter about 1985. I don't blame them. Give them hell. So and Joey Acacia, he's probably working. So
yeah, he's actually going to the movies.
Actually, yeah, trash record report.
Joey.
Yeah, so they were talking about that. They got the Rays and Orioles.
Charles Donaldson is reportedly undecided about playing the past 2023 season, as both Donaldson and the Yankees must have a mutual option at the season ends.
And the Yankees without Donaldson, that's going to be a huge dent in their offense too.
Yeah,
it's bad enough to them without Aaron Judge right now, but you lose Donaldson.
I mean, they can still hit without him, but it is a big difference.
You still got Stanton, you still got LeMahieu, so
yeah.
No, are they still at the bottom of the barrel, the Yankees?
No, the Red Sox are.
That sucks.
Yeah, we're in last place still, 39 and 37.
Yankees are in third place. Toronto's in fourth.
Yeah.
The Red Sox, unfortunately, is not.
The Yankees in the last 10 is 4-6. For the Red Sox, 6-4. But anyway,
The crazy thing,
uh, what?
I said the crazy thing is still over 500 in a way. So
Yeah. Um, season, season. The Reds stream on they Dugout Cruz, which has been pretty much turned this team around. The prospect.
oh,
Um,
that new prospect that could be
well,
sometimes.
actually, yeah, that's a prospect that they called up a few
Yeah, Eddie
days
De La
back.
Cruz. Yeah, the Reds were high on him, and I think sometimes it takes a spark to start a fire, and De La Cruz was that spark, and I'm
Yeah,
sure Kevin Henry would agree with me on that. And ever since they what up the Reds win 25 straight, I think Kevin Henry is going to probably do cartwheels and flips and all that, and probably sing some
good
songs.
lord.
All I don't know. I know Kevin Henry. If the Reds end up winning 25 straight, Godfather, I think Kevin Henry is going to probably go nuts, and his cat will probably go, "What the heck is wrong with that guy?" So uh, I don't know. That will be something. That will be something. The Reds win 25 straight. I know the Reds
Um,
went 24 in a row at one time, and this was
1988.
yep, the Morgan Magic. Ever since they
Yep.
fired McNamara and put on Joe Morgan, they went off. Red Sox went off.
Yeah, that's actually nuts.
I am glad you study up on your Sox history from back then, there, David. Pretty impressed.
Thank you. Yep. Um, Cincinnati Red stream on Dugout Cruz has another new fan. Who is that? Patrick Mahomes, Cincinnati fan.
Patrick Mahomes, a Cincinnati fan. Uh,
Fan.
I tell you what, that's something. That is something. It's great to see other athletes support. You know,
Patrick Mahomes is a Cincinnati villain for some reason. I don't know if Chester knows about that, but
yeah, I didn't know Mahomes was a Cincinnati Reds fan. That's pretty cool.
That's new to me.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to miss players playing two sports, man. I remember when Deion Sanders was playing baseball for the Braves,
mm,
and he played for the Reds.
yep.
Yeah.
Do you think Luis Arias will bat 400 for the rest of the season?
I don't know. It's pretty tough to do. It's
Only
pretty tough.
Ted Williams has ever done that.
Yeah, Ken Williams is the only person at 406. So to end your season with a 400 batting average to win the batting title, that's going to be you're not you
Yeah.
do some serious hitting. You keep on hitting constantly.
Yeah.
Which is easy. Was not easy to do. You can't go. I think in order to bat that much, you cannot have an offer for the entire season. In one game, you can't go over.
You can't go for it has to be perfect, right?
Not perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect is batting 1,000, and that's not going to be easy.
No,
That'll
yeah,
never
that's-
happen.
Get at
That'll
least a
never
hit or
happen.
two each game, at least. I think.
Yeah.
But you can go an offer. You get less offers. I think less than half of games you can go offers and still bat over 400. Well, who knows? I can't calculate in my head and what at the top of my head what the probabilities are batting 400, but it is tough to accomplish. So
Brandon Belt is second among ALDS. Excuse me. Brandon Belt is second among ALDHs in All-Star voting. 1,987,257 votes behind Sol and Tony, and he's not happy about it. And I quote, "Yeah, that's how you know it's rigged. I should be number one, and everybody knows that better than he is. Better DH, better team leader, but here we are." I wonder what Tony thinks about that.
See you later, Godfather. Thanks for that. Otani he's on a different level. That's the thing.
He's not even. Brandon Bell is not even close to being like Otani.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
If
where
you
we
want
are.
to be, being on Tony's level is just, Brandon Bell. Well, I don't know what he's complaining about.
Yeah, for real.
I would if I was in that situation, I'd be like, the reason why Otani's good, he's not on. He's on a different level that I can't reach. That's what I would say.
And I don't remember. I don't remember seeing Brandon Bell being in the WBC.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um. Oh, by the way, has any actually I'll ask that question after this. This just came out a couple hours ago. Race manager says Franco is not in lineup tonight and at least Friday, stemming from way he handles frustrations and not being a better teammate. Has also stressed uh, Franco, and I quote, is a good kid. He is a good kid, and they will work on him to improve.
Well, you know, I'm sure he was a main. Franco was a main key for the Rays' success, and with the Rays being ahead in the East, rest him a few days. That'd be a heck of an idea because the Rays will always find a way to win. That it does.
Yes.
It doesn't matter put him in the lineup or not. Unless you lose him for the season or something like that. For whatever reason, then you
Yeah.
can worry. But I think rest him for a couple of games. He says till Friday, and that's tomorrow, so that shouldn't be a big deal.
Or yeah, at least the prize.
Yeah.
Um, has anybody watched any college baseball for the college baseball World Series?
Oh, I watched a little bit of the Wake Forest game when the Wake Forest decided to make it to Omaha for the very first time, and they had a humongous lead in the game, and Wake Forest ended up winning that game, and I forget who they played against, and they
Mm.
ended up getting their spot in the College World Series for the first time in a long time, over 50 years, I think, something like
What do you
that.
think? What do you think of college baseball, there?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a big fan of college baseball. I never watch a whole lot of games as of late. But
I would catch like random games. That's it. And
yeah, yeah, and having metal bats instead of wooden bats and everything else.
yeah, all the sound,
Yeah.
ding.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the metal bats and all. And yeah, and actually they behave differently when it comes to
Yeah.
umpires. Umpires, they'll, you know, you're talking about,
Also, there's a lot of more emotion.
yeah, yeah. So
I wish UConn was still in the
yeah,
tournament, but
yeah.
it's not.
Well,
Sometimes in Little League, I don't know if you ever seen videos where the umpires make some BS calls, and you see like the players like getting mad or the parents yelling at them.
Parents get more mad than the players do.
Yeah,
The kids are there; they're playing the game. The kids are playing the game.
Yeah.
Parents get act like backseat managers or something like that. Or back
Do you watch? Do you watch the College World Series, Chester?
sometimes like if I catch ESPN, I'll
Yeah.
sit and watch for a little bit.
Yeah. Um. But let me just say something here. Uh, Mike Mercado, he's a great announcer. He announces for Nelson sometimes, most of the spring training. But
Mike Monaco.
yeah, he announces the College World Series. And he's a great announcer. I like to watch his calls. It's
I think he did call some Worcester Red Sox games every time but they do
I
air
don't.
minor league games on Nesson sometimes.
Yeah, I know about that, but I don't recall him
Oh.
announcing Red Sox. I think I
Mike,
don't know.
Mike Monaco did some Major League Red Sox games.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if he's a regular announcer for Woo Sox games as well.
he's not. He's
No.
not. I believe it's
he'll occasionally do some, but Tom Karen does that. TC usually does that. I'm not so sure.
It's Ty Murray. I believe he does the Red Sox.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But let's get to the team reports. So I'm going to start with Eric.
What?
Um,
I'll go first. I'll probably talk longer than Jester does. That's why. That's why I wanted Jester to go. But I talk a little.
all right. I'll have Chester go first then.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Here we go. The Astros could be shopping Jose Abreu. According to Sports Illustrated, Abreu's had a dismal year so far, batting 225 with 4 home runs and 33 RBIs. He is not the same player that won the American League MVP in 2020.
Yeah.
Could be shopped along with Mauricio Dubon, who stepped up when Jose Altuve was out with a fractured thumb. We will have to wait and see what happens. Speaking of the Astros, they managed to be swept by the Reds.
Oof.
They got swept.
Champions getting swept by the Reds. That probably that's what gave the Reds more confidence and more confidence of winning. Sweeping the Astros can do that for you. They're defending World Series champs, so that's going to be something. As far as Abreu is concerned, I'll tell you what, Abreu needs to go to a lineup where he can hit.
Yeah.
Or just basically play some games at AAA and get back up there. But
And of course, we won the series against the Mets 2-1.
Oof. Poor Jason.
I feel bad.
Now the Stros are without Yordan Alvarez, who is out for 4 weeks with an oblique soreness.
For weeks? Oh, God.
Yeah, his oblique.
That's why Jose Abreu is not hitting. Without Alvarez in that lineup, that affects you.
I mean, Altuve wasn't in the lineup at the beginning of the year, too, so that's
another. I think that Altuve and Alvarez, without those two guys in the lineup, that's probably affected Jose Abreu's hitting.
Yeah, Altuve was not in the lineup earlier in the season because he got hurt in the WBC.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So the commish, Rob Manfred, said that granting Astros players immunity wasn't the best decision and wishes he could take it back. The soft commissioner should also be punishing the owner of Oakland, but he isn't. He is about as thin and soft like a man's hairline. He did he did suspend the manager and GM, at the time, AJ Hinch and the GM, who were eventually fired by the Astros.
Yeah.
But I still think Rob Manfred needs to punish, he needs to get a little spine on him because he seems to let a lot of things go. And he kind of makes some stupid decisions, kind of like the pitching clock.
Yeah, I know.
But that's my report.
All
right, Eric.
Okay, let's talk about the Red Sox. I'll tell you one thing: the Red Sox had a great weekend to start off the end last week when the Rockies took 2 out of 3 against them at Fenway. Yankees coming to town Friday, despite the Tanner when Kyle Higashioka hit a line drive that hit Tanner Houck in the face. Despite that, the Red Sox basically kind of mollywopped the Yankees 15-5 in that game. Justin Turner, grand slam, 2 home runs, 1 a grand slam. I'll tell you one thing right now. Turner was on fire. And then the game got rained down on Saturday. Then you got Sunday, Father's Day, day-night doubleheader. And you figured the Yankees will probably find some wet, but I'll tell you what, sweeping that doubleheader. First time it's happened to the Yankees. Red Sox sweeping the doubleheader against the Yankees since 1976. And I'll tell you, then they beat the Twins first 2 games, and then Twins took the last 2 games. In fact, they got shut out by the Twins today, 6-0. Joe Ryan for the Twins went all the way, complete game, 3-hit shutout. Gotta take it out to Joe Ryan. I'll tell you, Joe Ryan could be a picture of the future for the Twins, but let's talk about the Red Sox here. Red Sox had a tough time without Verdugo in the lineup. Verdugo's going to miss some games because of his the death of his grandmother. And so my condolences and prayers go out to the Verdugo family there. But it's
Verdugo's
got
a good player.
Yeah,
Verdugo.
he is.
Verdugo's been the spark plug for the Red Sox, man. So, and for that to happen, for without Verdugo, the Red Sox line's kind of affected by that for right now. So, hopefully they'll bounce back against Chicago after splitting the series against Minnesota. So Minnesota's in first place there. And I got to talk about the Father's Day incident that David was referring to. There was the Mulligan family. The Mulligan family was at the game. I think it was Saturday. It was for game one of the doubleheader.
Sunday. Yep.
Yeah, Sunday. Game one of the doubleheader against the Yankees. Fan caught a foul ball up in there, and he decided, being the nice guy that he is, he decided to give it to the one of the young sons of the Mulligan family, the youngest one. Because there's the father. The mother went to the bathroom or got some more refreshments or something like that. And so the kid, the younger son, I think it was Jack, grabbed the ball and decided to toss it. And the older son flipped out on him. He started crying, right? I was like, I feel bad for the father in this case. I'm like, what is he gonna do? And he started crying because I think he wanted the baseball.
Yeah.
He started crying. And he started crying. And the father was like trying to console him. And the younger one, who's on his phone, realized what he did, and he hid. And he was hiding his face in shame. I'm like, and there was the worst parts on national television, so to speak. Or, it's like, imagine if you're on television and you did that and you realize what you did, and you're like, oh crap, So many, it's like people tend to do really crazy things. But these two kids, I feel bad for.
Yeah.
I feel bad for these two kids, and
I've seen a lot of stuff happen like that when it comes to foul balls.
Yeah, kids don't understand. That's a foul ball. You keep it.
Yeah.
If I want to give a kid, if I was at a game and they said, hey, can they have a foul ball? Can we have that ball? I would have said, let me take a selfie with it first, and you can have it. That way, I can tell people I caught a foul ball, but I decided to give it to the kid.
I've been thinking about going to some San Antonio Missions games to,
I want to get a foul ball or a home run ball, take a selfie with it, and give it away to a kid.
Buy me a glove and just attempt.
Yeah. But anyways, so what happened was, I think Kenley Jensen saw what happened, and Will Brooks is like, somebody give these kids a foul ball or something like that.
Yeah.
Mark Webster, I think they went up there, they gave a baseball, signed autographs, Kenley Jensen. So the oldest son says, now my favorite player is Kenley Jensen. I thought it was really cool. And the Mulligan family, it was really cool. I was like, who that went viral? And then we've got so many crazy moments to happen in Red Sox games. You got Pizzagate with the pizza thrower back in 2007.
Yeah.
You pushed the button, didn't you? You pushed the button. No. Anyway, what happened? Well, StreamYard kicked you out.
No, it's just that I was waiting for you to talk. That's why I have my mic muted.
Oh. Anyways, you meant to mute your mic. Okay. So, anyways, that and like I said, that was a really, we had many funny moments in Red Sox this over the years, especially when Orsil and Remy would call them and stuff. Celebrities coming up there. That
was hilarious.
And Bill Burr did commentary last night.
Oh yes.
And I didn't expect him to stay throughout the whole game, though.
I believe they said that at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I didn't know he was staying throughout the whole game. He was cracking jokes left and right.
Yeah,
a lot of people kind of criticized on that, but Bill Burr, I think he's from Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I think so.
And he's probably a Red Sox. He's probably a Red Sox fan. So
he was following the Red Sox since like the 70s. He talked about how the outfield was his favorite players.
Yeah, the outfield, probably Rice, Evans, and Lynn were talking. So he probably was a Sox fan since then. Carlton Fisk was playing for them and everything else, but
Carl is simply playing first and sometimes left. So
Carlton Fisk used to play for the Red Sox. He had all these players, and And so the Red Sox had a 6-game winning streak snap last night. They lost again today. Got shut out 6-0. I think it's the first time they got shut out this season, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
and there's only one team left. You said that was not shut out. Was it Diamondbacks?
The Diamondbacks. Yep.
Yeah. Diamondbacks have yet to be shut out. So I think, like I said, Red Sox, we can cross them off the list now. Not getting shut out this season. They got shut out. Like I said, Joe Ryan's good. David Hamilton, who got called up, played shortstop for the Red Sox, got a base hit for the very first time. Family was in attendance, so that's good. And a couple of gentlemen for the Red Sox made their debuts, like you mentioned. Brandon Walker made his debut. Did not do. Justin Garza did start this game for the Twins. I believe one of the reasons why I think is because of what happened to Tanner Houck, and so they had Justin Garza start for them, and gave up 2 homers. I kind of feel bad for the kid, so I don't think he'll be anytime soon because I think he's more of a reliever. Well, I'm sure the Red Sox will figure everything out when they get to Chicago playing against the White Sox. So, so the White Sox series, I remember. I remember going to a White Sox game, Red Sox White Sox game, back in '98 or '99 when one of my bosses used to work for Ruby Tuesday took me to see the game. So I thought it was super cool. So they're still in last place though, but they're playing over 500 ball. Like I said, the Eastern Division is very, very competitive this year. You know, it's one of the best divisions ever. It's tough for the Red Sox to try to climb out of that. It'll take a heap of injuries from the other 3 teams, Baltimore, New York, and Toronto, for the Red Sox to take advantage of that situation, just try to climb up to the top. Right now, they're dealing with a lot of stuff themselves. Like I said, Alex Verdugo will be out for up to at least 7 games because of the bereavement leave. So it takes 3 or 4 games. We'll see what happens. And without him in the lineup, it's going to be tough for the Red Sox to really conquer. So,
yeah. What did you think of the Bill Burr call last night?
I thought Bill Burr was pretty funny. I mean, he, he's, being a Red Sox fan, being partial and all that, and sharing. Like I said, it's not like it was not like Leary and Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark with Orsillo and Remy, because that was hilarious.
I don't know that.
2006. Look that up. Orsillo and Remy, you would have laughed your butt off, man. But Bill Burr, he's no Leary or Clark, but you know what? It brings a lot of people kind of criticize on him a little bit, but
I thought he was very funny.
Yeah, he's probably a funny, and he's a funny dude. Because I watched the rest of the game because I was watching AEW Dynamite last night because the final Dynamite for the door. But anyways,
wrestling sucks. Anyway,
what?
Wrestling sucks.
Oh, stop it! I'll tell Brandon and Jordan and Michael on you.
All right, Karen.
I'm joking. But anyways, though, I want Bill Burr, and I was surprised. Sometimes when you have a celebrity guest, or a legendary baseball player in the booth, they still an inning or two. They stick around for an inning or two. I think it's the first time ever someone outside the broadcast team stuck for the whole game.
They should do that for the video game. MLB The Show have a celebrity come in and call the game, like they did with 2K when they had the legendary players.
Yeah, they should think about doing that. Have a celebrity call help assist in one game or something. Yeah,
they should do that. They should do that a lot more often.
Yeah, that's what they should do. But I like the idea though. Because they can imagine, I cannot imagine. Lenny and Dennis Leary and Lenny Clark calling on a Red Sox game for 9 innings. I can see. I can imagine.
Speaking of Nelson, about what happened this past Sunday with the Father's Day drama, that's exactly why he put Red Sox Yankees on Nelson. That's exactly why he put it on Nelson.
Well, in any game for that matter, because you never know. Some of the best moments happen when they're unscripted. Like we said, it happens. It happens on here on the internet time and time again when it comes to our network community. David, Lucas winning $4.6 million on Deal or No Deal.
Yes.
there's some of the there's some of the best moments that happen. Just like baseball, just like in any sport, including professional wrestling, anything can happen. So unscripted sometimes.
I just
Yep.
mean, I just mean, I just mean by lesson with how the announcers unnecessary to wait with funny moments. That's why I
Yeah.
said
They
why I
make
should put
things
the rabbit in.
when they see a funny moment happen, they make things entertaining. Like
Yeah.
Orsillo and Remy were the perfect example of that. And I don't know why Nesson wants to broke them up, which is really stupid. They got the production team's got to realize it takes more than baseball to
It's all, you know what it is? Money.
Yeah,
Money.
yeah, money. And Joseph Parr made a mistake letting Orsillo go. I'm sure some of these production teams, the production management, they don't know how to hit, or they don't know how to play the sport of
They
baseball.
don't know how I hit.
Or the sport of baseball. But like I said, the Pizzagate thing, that whole Pizzagate situation, that was unscripted and that was hilarious.
Yep.
So,
And same with the Father's Day thing. Just press something. If that is right, put the rabbit
yeah.
in.
But then
Red
at the
Sox
same
thing.
time, they say, "Hey, let's get this family of baseball and all that. Let's help them out."
And you know what, Eric?
Huh.
Good thing that the game this past Saturday got linked out because with that moment, no one got a lesson.
Yeah,
If it so that's why I agree with Alex Cora that you should, hey, we should let other teams have a chance to be on ESPN.
yeah,
or
ESPN
Fox.
or
So,
Fox. Give them the
yeah,
national exposure.
give
The
lesson,
Reds have been winning. Get them some national exposure.
yes, just
See how they do on a bigger stage. That's the thing.
yeah, just let Nelson handle it. I mean, need I say more about this for someday?
Yeah,
So
it was great. It was let Nelson handle a lot of.
because if that game didn't get ringed out, we wouldn't have got that moment.
Give other
If the
teams, give other
yeah.
teams besides Red Sox, Yankees.
Yeah, and like I said, if that game didn't get ringed out on Saturday, we only got that moment on lesson, and that was beautiful. That so
Yeah, and so we got Chicago coming up as well. So the Red Sox, so like I said, very very interesting.
yeah. Oh, Chester, do you have a college baseball team over there in San Antonio?
A what?
A college baseball team?
I think so. I would have to look up because we have we have UT San Antonio, but I've never seen or heard from a college baseball team here. But I know we have football, a lot of football here in San Antonio, but
Okay.
no, I don't think I would have to check.
All right. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next time.